Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, brothers, sisters and friends. Today I want to be talking about a key argument that the Quran uses for the existence of God. Now, in Western philosophy, it's called the argument from design or the teleological argument. Now, the Quran always mentions about man, life and the universe, the natural phenomena, how you see the intricate design in species, in animals, but also the intricate design and fine-tuning of the whole cosmos, of the whole universe itself. Now, we all know the laws of nature exist. If I were to pick up an object and drop it on the floor, it would drop because of the law of gravity. So laws exist. Now, just to mention that these laws exist without any purpose, I think it's absurd. And in this light, the Oxford professor, Roger Penrose, he said in a documentary that it's not very useful thinking about the universe without any purpose. It's not healthy for scientific or rational discussion. And I agree with Professor Roger Penrose because our very existence on this planet is on a knife edge. It's based on an initial conspiracy of conditions for us to exist, for life to be on this planet, that are so incomprehensible that to claim they were there just by chance would be the mantra of a madman. Let me explain why. Before I explain why, let me give you reasons for this. And the reasons are as follows. The expansion rate of the universe, take for consideration. If it changed by 4 to the minus 18 seconds, 4 to the minus 18 seconds, which is 1/quintillionth of a second, the universe itself would have recollapsed upon itself, and we would not have this universe here today. Another example is one of my favorites. Now, Roger Penrose from Oxford University, he said that in order for the creator to create this universe, he would have to choose a very small, tiny volume for the phase space of possible universes. Now, this is scientific mumbo jumbo. You don't have to really know what this means. But we must ask the question, how tiny is this volume? Well, listen to this. The volume is 1/10 to the power of x. What is x? X is 10 to the power of 123. And let's relay this for you. 1/10 to the power of 10 to the power of 123. You're not a mathematician. I knew that. But think of it this way. It's equivalent. If I was a dartsman and I was holding a dart, I had to hit the center of a proton, which is smaller than an atom. It's inside the atom. Wait, if the whole universe was my dartboard. Now, there's 3 possible explanations for this. Physical necessity is just there. 2, design. 3, chance. Actually, let's do the order again. 1, physical necessity. 2, chance. Or 3, design. Let's take them all into consideration. The first one is just there, physical necessity. Well, I think this is highly absurd. The reason being because we have already discussed that the reason we are here in a universe that allows life, is a life-permitting universe, is based upon a certain fine-tuning, certain initial conditions, a knife edge. And to claim that it is just their physical necessity would mean that this fine-tuning, these values and constants are dependent on the laws of nature. But they're not. They're not dependent on the laws of nature. Similarly, we would have to believe that a universe not fit for life could never exist. But we know this is scientifically absurd. So we know it's not physical necessity, it's not natural law. Second option, chance. This is the famous atheist mantra. Chance, chance, chance. In a very religious type of way. I hope you get the pun. Now, what does the atheist say? Well, there's still a possibility of chance. But I would argue this is absurd also, because the chances are so high that to claim that this is a rational justification for the fine-tuning of the universe is ridiculous. Because do we use this type of philosophy when we exchange money, we go to the bank, or we live our day-to-day lives? If we saw a grey rhino appearing in our front garden overnight, would we say it just popped into existence by chance? Or what about a 747 appearing in our garden in the morning? Would we say it just came there by chance? Of course we wouldn't. But the atheist may still clutch at intellectual straws and say, Mr. Hamza Tzortzis, it could still be by chance. But then I would argue we can't have a conversation anymore. We can't have a discussion. There is no more discourse. Because I could claim anything. I could say, Mr. Atheist, I don't believe my mother is my mother anymore. I actually believe, and there's some statistical justification, that she's a pink elephant that was born on Pluto and flew here on a giant feather. Well, Mr. Tzortzis, you are a madman. And I would reply, but there's a chance. So you see, we can't have a rational conversation anymore. Significantly, brothers, sisters and friends, it's not about chance either. It's about something called specified probability, which is a high chance, okay, a high improbability, plus conforming to independent pattern. Let me give you an example. Now imagine the room or the office or wherever you are that you're listening and watching this, there is a monkey. And that monkey is typing away on your laptop overnight for 24 hours, typing away, okay? And what you see in the morning is a piece of paper printed out next to the sleeping monkey, because the monkey's been very tired, it's been typing all night. And what does it say? O Romeo, wherefore art thou, O Romeo? Deny thy father and deny thy name. A Shakespearean play. Now, rationally, you may have thought that words such as table, chair, house, dog, cat would appear on a piece of paper amongst other jumbled words. But since you see a whole Shakespearean play, you would say this is impossible. There must be another rational explanation for this. That's why it can't be by chance, because there's a higher probability of it happening and it conforms to the independent pattern of English grammar. And that's why it's impossible just to be by chance. And to support this, there was recent studies that were done at key academic institutions and universities in Britain that they calculated for a monkey to randomly type on a computer and just to bring out to be or not to be from the Hamlet play of Shakespeare, it would take the monkey, and listen to this, 28 billion years. How old is this universe? Half of that, 14 billion years. So, we know it can't be chance. Therefore, it must be design. Let me summarize this for you in a very nice way. 1. The fine-tuning of the universe to permit our life, our existence, is based upon, it can be based upon chance, physical necessity, or design. 2, we know, we just discussed, it can't be based on physical necessity or chance. 3, therefore, it must be design. And this argument is a key Quranic argument for the existence of God. Look at the universe around you, look at man, life, and the universe, and you come to certain conclusions that it's not random, it's not just based on physical necessity, it's not based on chance, it must have been a supernatural designer, which is best explained by God himself, and as Muslims say, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Thank you very much for listening and watching. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.